WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskey. Laphroaig 10 is not rare, but the Laphroaig Cáirdeas is a little bit rare. This is a Feis Ile 2021 bottling with Pedro Ximénez. 58.9%. I paid 102 euros for this, and I was very happy to get 2 bottles, and I shared them all. So each year, our distillery manager, John Campbell, didn't know that name, or crafts a limited edition malt to celebrate the friends of Laphroaig and friendship, Cáirdeas, and Gaelic. Oh, I learned something. Now, Cáirdeas 2021 is triple matured. Interesting. The first maturation is in first fill American oak ex-bourbon barrels. No problem. The second in American oak ex-bourbon quarter casks. Now, there I have my problem. Laphroaig belongs to Beam Suntory, Beam, Jim Beam, and so on. I don't know if anyone actually at Jim Beam or any of the products, even including Maker's Mark, using quarter casks. So what I think, and I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, is Laphroaig actually has their own little cooperage, and they turn the normal barrels into quarter casks. I know Garrison Brother uses them, but I don't think we have Laphroaig quarter casks and so on. So they must be getting them somewhere or creating them themselves, which means less surface ratio to fluid, and therefore it matures quicker. And finally, it was finished in European oak hogsheads that originally contained here Pedro Ximénez sherry. Wow. All right. So 58.9%. Wow. No age statement. Oh, no. And yeah, that's about it. I can tell you the Whiskybase number is 184257. Now, as I said, I paid 102 euros for this online directly by Laphroaig. Online, of course, we have people selling it for 140, 150, 180, and so on. 199 in the Netherlands. I just think, as I mentioned with my Adbeck video, disgusting. All right, so whoops, I actually want to be have had that in the glass the whole time while I was talking. So sorry, forgive me for that. Now, the first thing I recognize is the deep color here. This is amazing, non-chilled filtered, natural color. And I have the 10. Why? Because I still haven't done a video to this because I'm still learning to become a peathead. So Adbeck and I are not friends. We are very far away from being friends at this moment. Laphroaig, on the other hand, is something where I go, oh, that's interesting. I kind of like that. I did a tasting, a blind tasting with 6 different Laphroaig bottlings, and the Laphroaig 10 cask strength was very, very nice. The 10 was very nice. The Pedro Ximénez was almost everything I tried was like, okay, this is good. I kind of like this. I can almost drink this. So this is the 10. This is the Cáirdeas Pedro Ximénez 2021 Feis Ile edition. On the nose. Ooh, there is a little bit of alcohol, but not as much as expected with 58.9%. I do get a whiff of a peat moment, a lot of raisins and prunes and red currants. No, I'm sorry. There's white currants, there's red currants, or the black currants. This is black currants. I don't know if you've ever had them. I've only had them in Europe at the moment. And my grandmother, she had white and she had red currants, but never black. And this is exactly what that is, black currant. Goodness. Oh, I like a lot more than I thought I would have. All right, so May 2022, I will be on Islay, and this is training for that. This actually has more of a peaty smokiness than this does. I guess the triple barrel kind of changed, taken away a little bit of that, the edge of the smoke. So, Laphroaig is known and loved the world over, maybe, for its character and taste, maybe. And this expression is no different. Each of the 3 maturation adds something special to create this unique Cáirdeas expression. The classic Laphroaig flavors of peat, smoke, and salt are balanced with the oak characters in the second maturation in smaller quarter casks. The final, 3rd maturation in PX sherry casks imbues, wow, good word, the whiskey with sweetness and subtle rich flavors. This Cáirdeas expression is bottled with cask strength to ensure all the complex and intricate flavors come through in this distinct and unique expression. Yay, Beam Suntory. It nowhere mentions natural color, nowhere does it mention non-chill filtered. Shame on you. Come on, Beam Satori, you can do better than that. Put it on the label, especially for this special edition here. All right, let's try it. Cheers. That's better than I thought it was going to be. The first thing that absolutely surprises me, 58.9%. Almost silky smooth. Yes, there's a little bit of alcohol. Had you told me it's 46%, I'd have went, yeah, okay, maybe 48, but all right, yeah. I would never, ever have thought this is 58.9%. This is very, very, very good. There is a little bit of a deep, dark peat smoke in here, but there's black currants, there's black berries, there's raisins and prunes in here. This is beautiful. And there's that little bit of a vanilla moment from the oak. Wow, this is good. It's like, I don't like peated whiskey. This is good. I like this. Jekyll and Hyde here. I gave this in my German video a B minus, and I'm gonna stick with it in my English video as well. This is the B minus whiskey. I would never, ever, ever have thought that I'm gonna give a B something to a Laphroaig. All right. So apparently I like Laphroaig. Apparently I dislike Laphroaig. Feis Ile and I were on mixed terms. Smoky Bunne, I think it's Stoic or whatever it's got, Stosha. It's very ashy, maybe on some days. Kilhoman, depends on the bottling. And then it's like, well, what else is there that I need to try and need to know? I'm very, very briefly into my trip now to Islay. Yes, there's much more out there, people. All right, so Lagavulin, 16, I don't know, and so on. All right, Otnoho, haven't tried the new make, want to do that as well. Okay, wow. Adding water to this brings out a little bit more of that raisin, that Pedro Ximénez. It gets creamier, actually, which is very, very interesting. Beautiful mouthfeel, beautiful expression, well done. It's dangerously drinkable. Wow, that's good. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my B minus. Maybe if I came back in about a year or two and I give it a B plus, who knows? I really, really enjoy this. Might bump it up to a B here. Now, I did not understand, and I must admit my ignorance and my inexperience with Laphroaig Cáirdeas. I just didn't know that they were good. I didn't know that they were awesome. I didn't know that they could be this fabulous. Forgive me for my innocence and my ignorance and my unexperiencedness. All right, going very briefly over here to the Laphroaig 10 on the nose. Weaker, of course, but also kind of good. There is a tiny little bit of that saltiness in there as well. I don't think I've ever read the bottle here. Okay, Laphroaig, single malt Scotch whiskey has always kept itself a bit remote, like the islanders of Islay themselves, a touch aloft at first, but make the effort. Breach. Is it breach? No, it's broach acquaintance, and you'll have a warm and genuine friend for life. Take it neat like a stalwart or with a splash of salt water. Roll it around on your tongue. Release the pungent, earthy aroma of blue peat smoke. Never heard blue. The sweet nuttiness of the barley and the delicate heatheriness perfume of Islay stream. Close your eyes and imagine the waves lapping Laphroaig, the beautiful hollow by the broad bay. All right, interesting. Now, the 40%, of course, is weak compared to the 59.8%. 58.9. Every time I drink this, I think, this is Scottabus. Is Scottabus Laphroaig? It tastes like it. I like it. Who knows? All right, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American. First of all, question number one, what is your favorite Laphroaig? And second of all, have you had a Cáirdeas? By the way, the Cáirdeas have been in production since 2008. So, where did I do this here? Very good. We started off with the Feis Ile 2008. 2010 was a mastered edition. 2011 by Ilch edition. I don't know how to pronounce that. 12 was the origin. 13, 14 didn't have a name. And then 2015, it was actually the 200th anniversary year. Look, 1815. Boom. Of Laphroaig. And so they did something very, very special. 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 was a triple wood, just like this, but it doesn't say it. 20 was a port and wine casks, and now the 21 is a Pedro Ximénez. Wow, very experimental, very interesting. Good job, John Campbell. I want to meet you one day. All right, value for money, C minus. This is something that you will buy if you're a Laphroaig freak, fan, disciple, and go for it. Otherwise, stick with something else. Maybe stick with the 10s. There's a normal Pedro Ximénez that was out. Maybe you can find that as well without the 58.9% and so on. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for liking. Thank you very much for sharing this video. Look at this guy over here in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskey. That's not a peathead. That's just absolutely exuberant about Laphroaig Cáirdeas 2021 Feis Ile. Beautiful, beautiful whiskey. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you get to try some yourself. See you soon. Bye-bye. All the best.